What is good? What is good, everybody? It's your boy Cam. And today, I just want to talk about last night's feedback game between the Mavericks and the Golden State Warriors. And the Mavericks actually came out up top with a huge win over the Warriors. And there was a lot of 3 pointers being made by the Warriors and the Mavericks last night. And so I want to talk about the players that were in double figures. So Luka Doncic finished with 45 points. 45 points Luka Doncic had. And then Daniel Gafford finished with 10. PJ Washington finished with 13. Kyrie Irving finished with 21. And then Quentin Grimes finished with 14. And Klay Thompson finished with 29 points. 29. This is season high playing with his first year with the Mavericks. And to be honest, I expected Klay to come back, bounce back even stronger against his former team playing with against the Warriors. And I ain't gonna say so. And the Mavericks were up 19 points for quite a while, and then Golden State, of course, came back, and the Mavericks couldn't stop missing threes. And the craziest thing is the Mavericks had 81 points in the first half. 81 points in the first half against the Warriors last night. That was just so impressive. But everybody just couldn't miss. Like it was the Warriors were making contested shots, and then the Mavericks were making contested shots. It was like no one couldn't miss from three. But I am happy with the win for the Mavericks last night. Getting the win, and the Mavericks were actually on a 7-game winning streak, but ended up taking a loss to the Oklahoma City Thunder the other night, and then they took it out last night and bouncing back from that ugly loss from the Thunder the other night from the end season tournament cup. And then also I will say is that if Klay Thompson just keeps this up, he could possibly end up staying in Dallas. But another thing I do want to talk about is these trade rumors that's been going around. Have been rumors that Jimmy Butler may come to the Mavericks, which is not really sure about that. But I'm worried he might mess up the chemistry coming down here to my Dallas, but I'm just not sure if I want Jimmy Butler. I'm like 50% about him coming to Dallas. But there has been the Golden State Warriors are trying to get Jimmy Butler. The Phoenix Suns are interested in him. And then the Houston Rockets are interested in Jimmy Butler. And I think he might be a better fit with Phoenix. But I'm not sure where he could possibly end up going. But I know if we was to get Jimmy Butler, we would have to give up a lot of guys just for him. And there has been talks about we may trade Daniel Gafford. I think that would be a big mistake if we trade Gafford, unless we're trading him for another big man. They did say we may trade him for John Collins, which I'll probably be okay with that trade. But I just think we need to keep Daniel Gafford unless we're trading him for a better big man. But we'll just have to see what happens with the trade deadline coming up in February. And there actually was a trade being made for the Warriors. The Warriors traded Anthony Melton for Dennis Schroeder and then Dennis Schroeder's being traded from the Brooklyn Nets, and now he's going to the Golden State Warriors. I think the Golden State Warriors made a good trade doing that. And Dennis Schroeder has been on 8 different teams in the past 8 years, which is I don't understand why he's been traded so freaking much, but it is what it is, and it's a business at the end of the day. But I think what the Mavericks need to do is I just think they need one more defensive guy coming off the bench. Like they did say Dorian Finney-Smith may come back, and I prefer Dorian Finney-Smith to come back to Dallas over Jimmy Butler. The reason why I would say I would prefer Dorian Finney-Smith over Jimmy Butler because Dorian Finney-Smith, he knows the team real well. He's been here for a while, just like they brought back Spencer Dinwiddie. And he actually did struggle. He didn't score a point last night, but again, we brought him back for defense. But I think bringing Dorian Finney-Smith back will be a better option over Jimmy Butler because we need like more defensive guys, especially when we play like the Oklahoma City Thunder, Houston Rockets, Memphis Grizzlies, the Boston Celtics, and the Cleveland Cavaliers. That's why I just think we need to bring Dorian Finney-Smith back. Especially Dorian Finney-Smith can lock up anybody out there on the court. But we'll let us see what happens. But hopefully we get Dorian Finney-Smith back and we just make another a smart trade like we did this summertime by getting Quentin Grimes, Najee Marshall, Klay Thompson, and Spencer Dinwiddie. Nico Harrison was cooking this summer, but I believe he can do it again. And I think there'll probably be we'll probably end up making the trade like on the last day of the trade deadline, just so they can be smart and not make the big mistake like they did 2 years ago when they traded our best defenders, Dorian Finney-Smith, Spencer Dinwiddie for Kyrie. But that was a hard choice to give up. But they did try to trade Christian Wood for him, but Brooklyn didn't want him. But it is what it is. But it's a new season, and we're doing pretty well. We're actually we're tied for third place right now. We're actually sitting at 17-9, and the Houston Rockets are actually sitting at 17-9 right now. And I honestly expected the Rockets to be better this upcoming season. Now that Ime Udoka is in his second year with the Rockets, and especially he took the Boston Celtics in the NBA Finals 2 years ago, even though they came up short against the Golden State Warriors. And today is actually a huge day for me. So today is my 25th birthday. And yep, it's my 25th birthday. And it's even crazy that I'm 5 years away from being 30 years old. And honestly, I think that was I got my early birthday wish last night was the Mavericks to beat the Golden State Warriors and then Klay Thompson to bounce back even more. And I got my early birthday wish, technically, but I am so proud of the Mavericks getting that win last night. And now I want to talk about their upcoming schedule for the next couple of games. So they're actually finally back home this upcoming Thursday. And they have a game on Thursday against the Los Angeles Clippers. And then this upcoming Saturday, they play the Clippers again. And then next week on Monday, they play the Portland Trail Blazers. And then we have a game on Christmas Day against the Minnesota Timberwolves from last year's rematch conference finals matchup. But it should be a good game. But in the Minnesota Timberwolves, they're not bad, but they're not as good as they were from last year after they got traded Karl Anthony Towns. But again, I say that was a big mistake the Minnesota Timberwolves did by trading their second big. But we're gonna see what happens. But I want to thank you guys for listening to today's podcast, and y'all wish me a happy 25th birthday. God bless y'all, and y'all stay safe out there.